We've all heard about rituals. It was a thing before it became a topic in the Creepypasta website. And I mean way before. But what if I told you there was a way to actually summon those Creepypasta monsters? Yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about. Greetings, my horror enthusiasts. My name is Rojo, a demon wolf that is here to help you learn about the ways of the horror community, if you haven't figured that out by now. I want you to take a look at this, then this, and finally this. Of course, you would know these characters, but to those who don't, well, first I'll say welcome to the internet, and boy, you've been missing out all these years. These are one of the most famous creepypasta monsters that exists. To those of you special snowflakes that have never heard of Creepypasta, it is a website made in 2010 where just about anyone can make a short horror story. Some were good, some were bad, some were horribly bad that they were removed from the wiki itself, and of course, some got really popular. In fact, it was said that the story of Slender Man and Marble Hornets was what inspired a group of people to do copypasta stories, which then led to the one we know and love, Creepypasta. Apparently to some people, these monsters aren't just spooky stories that they read every night before they go to bed. Some of these people religiously follow them, mostly middle school and high school kids back in the 2013-2014 era. The Slender Man stabbing, Jeff the Killer fangirls, proxies, back in that day, that was all over the Creepypasta fandom. Hell, I hate to admit it, but I wanted to be one as well. Oh yeah, I was one of them in my middle school days. It was definitely a weird phase that I had. Being a secretly angsty, depressed teen that refused to hang around with society like a normal, sane person, I was a huge fan of creepypastas. Specifically the teen slasher ones though, like Clockwork and Tiki Toby. Basically the most famous and honestly overrated ones. So when I heard about this DeviantArt post on how to summon creepypastas, I believed it to be an actual thing. You know, like children normally do. Nowadays, since I'm older and not believing everything I hear, I'm gonna take a look back at this post again. This is how you summon different creepypasta characters. Yes, I got this idea from Baptism on Fire. Shut up, alright? Jeff the Killer. Yeah, I might as well start with the overrated killer himself. To summon him, you must wait until midnight, take a kitchen knife, and go up to your bedroom, making sure everyone else in the house is asleep, and that the moonlight shines through your window. Lay down on your bed and cover yourself with your blanket. Hold your knife close to you above your heart and say Jeff the Killer 3 times. You'll hear a whisper, shh, go to sleep. Then open your eyes. Yeah, I should probably mention that some of these chants are basically copies of Bloody Mary and Candyman. Jeff is known to be a serial killer that survived being burnt who then runs around town killing people at night. I'm pretty sure you don't need to do a ritual to try and summon him. He's basically what any drug-addicted maniac would look like. Oh, and if Jeff was a real killer, might as well say goodbye to your family, as then you'll all be dead. Sorry, Jeff fangirls, I can guarantee you that he'll kill you when he gets the chance. Unless for some weird reason you want that to happen, I suggest seeking help. And another thing, he's only, what, a 13-year-old boy that just went insane somehow even before the bullies set him on fire? By the way, how do you even get pure white after being burned alive? Usually you'll end up with a disfigured body like Freddy Krueger did. I'm asking questions about a creepypasta story again, aren't I? Whatever, let's move on. Slender Man, because it can't be a creepypasta video without this thing. Go into the woods at night, carve a circle into a tree, and put an X through it. Press your face gently against the tree and close your eyes. This also works on a blank wall with a thick, permanent marker. Apparently specifically a thick marker. I guess Slender Man is offended with thin ones? After that, chant out the lyrics from the Slender Man song by Zip Zipper, then turn around. Yeah, I never thought that song was supposedly used as a ritual to summon the tall man himself. I like the song, but to use it as a chant? Kinda far-fetched, isn't it? Now, I will say this. This is what makes people follow this ritual religiously. Why? Because to them, back in the day at least, they believed if they managed to get in contact with Slender Man, they would have a chance of becoming a proxy. Now, what's a proxy, you might ask? Well, remember when I said that there are some people who make their monster look like a cult leader? Yeah, I wasn't joking about that. You might have seen images of people putting that same mark on their hands or on their characters online. That means they are part of this Slender Man cult, who they thought one day Slender Man will find them, become an official proxy, and then live in his mansion deep in the woods with the others. So Slender Man will go from an interdimensional monster who stalks his victims in the woods while becoming the first analog horror entity who then kills and eats them to just becoming a counselor at a summer camp for edgy teens. My guess is that at some point today, those kids that got older realized how ridiculous it was doing that, but will now suffer having these cringy moments in their brain forever. I know I am. Still to this day, I don't know why we were into it. I think after hearing the Slender Man stabbing thing happened, that's when I realized that kids would do anything just to gain that fantasy, even if it means murdering their friends to please their fictional character. I think that's what creeps me out more than any of these monsters. Thankfully, that wasn't part of the ritual. Anyways, back to the summoning ritual thingamabob. Smile Dog. To summon the canine killer itself, you must go to your living room, sit on the sofa, and close your eyes. Chant, "Smile, my dog, smile." After you hear "spread the word," open your eyes. This one honestly confused me at first, since this is from a story on a JPEG and not the dog. I mean, the title literally says smile.jpg. That dog never came to life in that story. All they do is get an email attachment, see the image, and if you don't send it to someone else, you start getting nightmares that will get more and more intense the longer it's on your computer. So are you trying to make the photo get downloaded on your computer? Because I can tell you right now, no ritual necessary. Just a quick Google image search for the picture, and there it is. Funny thing is that this story actually scared the shit out of me when I heard about it. I get scared just seeing the picture. I mean, not anymore since I've seen it a million times, but you know what I mean. Laughing Jack. I kid you not, I find it funny reading this nowadays. Go to an abandoned carnival, stand looking up at the sky, hold your hand out, and close your eyes. Say Laughing Jack 5 times, then run back home. He stalks you before he feeds you candy. So despite the fact that your chant happens to be the same as Candyman, wait a minute. I see what they did there. Because Laughing Jack stuffs your face with poisonous candy and the chant is just like Candyman? Sorry, I'll stop. At least you don't have to go to a live carnival with actual people there. They would have seen you as a crazy person if they saw you doing that summoning ritual. Or maybe they'll see it as an act and you become the clown. Would be pretty funny actually, especially if your name is actually Jack. Ben Drowned. This one requires a Majora's Mask cartridge. Peel the original cover and write Majora in its place with a Sharpie marker. Dip the cartridge in salt water, light a match, and hold it right underneath the cartridge. Then smash the cartridge with a large rock. Well, why do that extra stuff if you're just going to destroy it? Pretty sure this Ben Drowned character exists? Just play the game and the statue is there. The game Majora's Mask itself is creepy at best. The fact that your one goal is to find a way to prevent the giant moon with a face from crashing onto... is it Earth in that game? And you only have 3 days to do it. It gets intense, really. I mean, look at the characters, their behavior. It's unsettling. I'm surprised Nintendo didn't classify this as a horror game. Overall, it's basically an excuse to destroy the game. Anyways, turn on Cleverbot on your computer, close your eyes, and play the Song of Unhealing. You'll hear a voice saying, "You shouldn't have done that," or "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" Then turn around. Yeah, if you haven't figured it out by now, these chants are basically quotes that are really known on those characters. So, what did Cleverbot have to do with this? It just says to open Cleverbot and that's it? Do the words appear on that site? I know there were examples of Cleverbot talking about Ben Drowned, but you think this person would explain it a bit more. Oh my god, that actually made me remember something. Speaking of Cleverbot, people would actually challenge themselves to talk to AI sites like Cleverbot, for example, just to get some scary reactions back in the day. At some point, the AI will say some creepy stuff. Something about being at their house and claiming they're gonna be murdered. Freaky stuff, honestly. Eyeless Jack. Go to your bedroom, lay in your bed, and hold your hands where your kidneys are. Close your eyes, then whisper, "Eyeless Jack, take my kidney." Open your eyes, then look outside your house. You must see Eyeless Jack entering your house. So, I'm not a medical doctor or anything, but I'm pretty sure kidneys are very important for your health. Why sacrifice them, or hell, even any of your organs, to a monster you think you'll be friends with? If he was real, trust me, it ain't worth it. That's like trying to have a skinwalker or a wendigo or hell, even a hellhound as your pet. Trust me, don't even try it. One more. Sally. This is the shortest of them all. Go to your bedroom, get a teddy bear, lay in your bed and chant "Little Murder Girl" 3 times. Yes, another Bloody Mary chant. When you stand up, you will see her. And then what? No, I'm not kidding. That's how it ends. Does she kill you there? Does she force you to play with her? Whatever. I don't think anyone else does these anymore. Do they? Now, I just want to explain this. I'm not at all against this for whatever reason. I just figured it would be a nice way to go back to my days of when I was a Creepypasta fanboy and I stumbled across what I thought was amazing to see at the time. Nowadays, I find it really silly, but hey, we were kids at the time. It is a good way to look back on those days. The good ones, I mean. I don't hold anything against the creator of that post, nor am I making fun of what they create. Even though, pretty sure what I said up to this point was somewhat making fun of them. I mean, there's a good chance that the creator doesn't know I exist. Well, until now, that is. It is a perfect example of escaping reality through imagination, a good tool to use for role-playing purposes. However, I won't say the same to those that religiously believe in these summoning acts, especially the ones that actually try to murder the ones they love to appease their fictional overlords. Seriously, they really need some help. And I promise you that if any or all these monsters were real, we would be dead by now. We won't be friends with the slashers, we won't become proxies, nor will we live in a mansion with Slender Man and the other Creepypasta characters. Yeah, we all believe they existed, some for roleplays, some for content creation for videos, but for others, they think those monsters actually exist. I've been told that there is a line between reality and fantasy, and it's best if that line stays balanced, otherwise you'll kind of lose sight of what is real or not due to that line being blurred. Life is a shitty place to be in, and at some point we all need to escape reality for a bit to cope with whatever we have going on. But it's always best to know that someone is there for you, whether it be a therapist, your friends, even your family. Hell, even your pets are great beings that can help you heal from what hurts you. We as the people of this community are here for each other, whether we go through something similar or differently. No matter what the situation is, no matter what community we reside ourselves in, we can work together to help make life try not to be so bad. Yeah, don't expect me to have much faith in it. I'm a demon, for Christ's sake. What did you expect? Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Make sure that bell is on so you know when I post another video like this one. YouTube is very different from what it was back then. I can tell you that for sure. Until next time, keep your fear and anxiety levels high. I'll see you very soon.